Hello everybody and welcome for a new Kerbal Space Program episode. This episode is entirely around Eve preparation for a new system on that. I told you that for the end of the series I want to explore all the planets, not all the satellites. I'm not sure that I will have the time to make them all, but I think I will have the time to make them all because KSP2 is not working great and my computer cannot handle games like this. So this is a little not orbital rocket for Eve, it was just a flyby, and after in this video you will have an orbiter ship, and in the next video you will have the lander of Eve, because yes, I landed on Eve, it's active, it's sure, and I will survive it. So this is a little rocket design. There's some probe in the first stage to recover it, but I'm not good with timing, so I cannot just fly to the other one and get the first one to orbit. I'm not good for that, so I will have to upgrade my designs if I want to really recover the first stage. But for now it's not working, so I'm just wasting materials for nothing. It's a basic rocket with two stages, and the sonde, it's called in French, it's a sonde. It's like a satellite, but for science missions. But like in English, I don't have the word. I think it's not a rover, it's not an orbiter. It's um, tell me in the comments if you have the word. But yeah, I don't have. And just I'm re I'm recording this right now. For me, right now it's the moment where I'm recording this, but for you it will be like 1 month after I will publish this. So all that I'm saying about the game and Kerbal Space Program 2 will not be true. Like I said in some episodes before this one, that I will play Kerbal Space Program 2 in some month, but then I don't say it in any video, I think, but I will not play it because my computer will not be able to handle it. And I just saw a video today that they told patch just fixed lots of bugs and FPS errors, so now you have lots more FPS. Finally, maybe my computer will be able to handle this game, but I need to change if I want to try Kerbal Space Program 2, I guess. So I will stay on the first one, I will finish all my little series with all the gameplays, as well as Subnautica's gameplay. Actually, I'm like 4 episodes before the after the published ones, and it starts to be really like stressful to play, not to watch, because you watch it, you say, okay, there's nothing happening, there's a lot of things happening, but it's not like dying or anything. But for me it's very very stressful, because you know that you can be killed and other. You will see that on the episode on Mondays if you want to watch Subnautica ones. But right now we are on Kerbal Space Program, so we are making some orbital encounters to encounter Eve. So as you can see, you have to go on the descendant node and to make some maneuvers with braking and other, and to be as fuel efficient as you can. So I don't have the records of the thing flying by Eve, but we have the orbiter taking off right now, and this one is ready to orbit around Eve. It took me a lot of tries, but I get it right. So I'm using solid fuel boosters, but with RCSs like this I have a lot of control on that, even if the RCS's booster are not throttleable or anything, but like this we can just keep a direction and go over it. So turning on the first stage, but it's the second because we don't use that at the takeoff, but it's the first stage right now. To point at prograde, our apoapsis is at 47 kilometers height, 49. We are at 37 kilometers. Our speed is about 1000 meters per second, 1 kilometer per second. I don't have the equivalent in foot and other non-metric system, because I use the metric system like any easy guy, I think, because it's the easiest system. Tell me in the comments which system do you prefer, but for me, foot is like you cannot take your foot to measure it. It's 30 centimeters. It's not even right. It's not rounded. It's not easy. So maybe it works better for huge distances, but for short distances, like I prefer centimeters and meters for the rocket and other. So we are now in orbit, close orbit. We need to light up the second stage. The second stage has a lot of delta V because I don't want to miss all my maneuvers for a little bit less delta V. And actually I use the maneuver tool, the alarm tool, and also the alarm I set it to put an alarm when I have an if transfer window, but I don't know how to use it right, so I'm almost all time just having problems with that. Like when I'm on solar orbit, it doesn't work anyway because if it's already not at the point where I need to be, so I don't know what to make really, but one day it will be right. So actually, I'm wasting like thousands of meters per second of delta V just because I messed up with one of my maneuvers. One time I was close to encounter Eve and I just set the time too fast and I just passed through the atmosphere without any consequences, like when the game is charging and doesn't act like if you weren't there. So I had a lot of problems like this. As you can see, a little moon gravity assist to win just like 100 meters second delta V, but it's like more beautiful to make gravity assist. It's like I'm skilled, I make gravity assist. I'm totally not. I'm not able to encounter a planet correctly, but that doesn't matter. The thing that matters is that I land on the planet, and here it's just orbiting. Did you know that for the Eve lander, I just passed like I think it was 10 tries. I made a quick save. Of course, it's not 10 different ships. I will just break my mind. But I was like 10 times. Let's try to move our normal and anti-normal to encounter the planet, or let's make this. Let's encounter in the other way. Let's pass through the atmosphere and other. I finished by orbiting around the planet and then after breaking down, because if I don't do that, I was like exploding or just going through the atmosphere. It wasn't right. In the not the next episode, because the next episode will be for Evander. I need to have interesting episodes. The next one will be some recovering missions, like all the solar space stations, all the space station in themselves that I let in the space. I need to recover it to save Kerbals. Spoiler, that didn't work for all of them. Like I got all of them deorbiting, but I think I have a 1 out of 2 ratio of survivors. It's like I kill one people on two, but make like you don't hear that information. It's not important. They were paid to just live in space for all their life. Oh, it's hard to tell. So we will encounter Eve in 5 days. I think it's 5 days. No, it's what the hell? No, it's in, yes, 4 days. So in 4 days we will be close to encounter Eve with our periapsis at 2000 kilometers. So we will need to modify some prograde and no, it's not prograde and retrograde for this type of thing. So if you want me to make tutorial videos, you can ask in comments if there's anyone listening to me right now, because I know that everybody listen to the like 10 first seconds, 10 last seconds, and no all in the middle. So at 10 minutes, I think no one except 1 or 2 people will be listening. But if this 1 or 2 people think it's interesting to make tutorial videos, I can. I'm not just the best people placed in the world to make tutorials, because am not able even by myself to learn this correctly from the first time, but I can do a lot of little tutorials on all the little things. I think I will do that when I will have finished the main story, the main part of the game, I think. So it's one planet of 10 that will be orbited and landed. I want to have a lander on all planets. The lander that I will make in the next episode is right. It's correct. It's funny to maneuver, so I'm proud of it. But I need to make a lot of exploration to just make it great. So this orbit will not be circular. You will tell me you have enough delta V to make it circular. Yes, right, but I needed to make science experiments in both height and low atmosphere, not atmosphere, in height and low orbit. So I needed to have a periapsis very, very close to the planet and an apoapsis very, very high, because this is very expensive with a lot of science missions, so I needed to make them as useful as possible. So let's just make a quick save, because this time I got it. I never got it. This It was the first time that I get to orbit around an extraterrestrial planet. I like the color of the planet. It's just sad that with the beautiful graphics enabled, I don't have any mod for that. You just have like a mossy texture on everything. When you look at my launches at Kerbin, you have like a mossy green texture instead of grass, so it's a little bit strange. For this, thank you for watching. See you for the next video, Kerbal Space Program, Starbound or 3D, Starbound Subnautica. Thank you, enjoy your day, and please consider subscribing, why not?